Well, I think saving money is really hard for everyone unless you're just naturally inclined to hoard it. But most of us tend to probably spend a little bit too much. And wouldn't it be great if you could teach your kids early on to really be financially responsible, and it would help them in the long run? So I've asked Michael Callahan from Pentec to come back here. He's here with us every month. Thank you so much for being here.
And congratulations on the second season of the show. It's fantastic.
Yay! Thank you. Thank you. And one of the things that we've been talking about is how to retire and how we can save. But if you start when you're really young, wow, what a difference it makes. So we're going to talk today about how we can teach our kids how to save money.
It's so important, Kara. The savings rates here in the United States are just anemic. We're actually minus on the savings rate amount. People are spending much more money than they're setting aside.
We're a very rich country, but compared to other countries, we are very in debt.
Very much in debt.
So the first thing you say is you should be giving your children an allowance.
Start them off early with getting an idea of what the value of money is. Give them a good solid allowance, enough so that they can set aside part of the money into a savings account. So they have some to spend and some to save. And
so don't just give them $20 a week for lunch. Instead, try and give them $40 a week so that then they can have some for lunch and then save some?
Or 30, yes. And then set some of the savings aside for short-term and long-term needs. Give them an opportunity to save for that short-term need, that goal that they want, the toy, the baseball glove, whatever it happens to be. You're going to buy it anyway.
Right.
Have them save for it, understand the value of savings.
And you do remember, because I remember my very first lesson with money, I really wanted a pink umbrella that I saw at the grocery store. It was $4 that my mom said, well, I'm not going to buy for you. So I had a job. My job, I think I was overworked. I cleaned the garage floor to get the $4. Right. And I remember it because I used an entire bottle of Pine Sol, which is probably a little bit overkill, and she was probably thinking I should have just bought her the umbrella.
But you know, you just mentioned an important piece of this. I mean, just an allowance is putting people on the dole. If you give them work tasks that they earn that allowance, that's the other important piece of this.
Now, half of this money, you're saying, also from monetary gifts that you get for birthdays, you should actually have them start putting it towards retirement. Can you teach a kid about retirement?
We have to do that.
You need to worry about when you're retiring?
Yes. Believe it or not, we really need to drive that home, that message home, because most people are not going to have enough money to retire.
Okay, so as your children also start to take on jobs, you suggest that they should have a portion of that money going to fund their education. We shouldn't be thinking that we have to pay for college all on our own, that once your child starts working, 15, 16 years old, maybe they're babysitting, a portion of that goes towards college?
Yes, an important piece here is that the child pays for a good portion of their education. An adult, the mother or the father, it's very difficult for them to save towards retirement when it's at the last end of their working careers. They can always borrow the money to pay for the college education if they want to support it, but to sacrifice their own retirement for their kids' education is a big mistake because you just can't make it up at the end.
Really? Yeah. So you actually say put your own retirement before your kids?
Yes.
Interesting. All right,
so the child really has to participate in it, and they have a better appreciation of what it's all about.
And as they grow up, you're helping a whole generation so that they can be financially responsible. It's great to learn those lessons young, don't you think, Scott?
Absolutely. Never, ever give the kids the money before they complete the chore, because
they won't do it?
They will not do it.